Córdoba traces its famous patio roots back to the Roman era. Grand villas with central courtyards were designed for relaxation and to beat the Andalusian heat. These spaces weren't just functional, they were peaceful retreats with fountains, mosaics, and simple greenery. When the Moors arrived, they took this concept and elevated it. They brought sturdy plants that could withstand more heat, installed flowing water features, and created beautiful mosaics and intricate tilework, turning the patios into tranquil sanctuaries. As the city evolved, the concept of shared spaces became vital to survival and daily life, especially among different religious communities. Jews, Christians, and Muslims often lived in close proximity within the city's dense urban quarters. Despite periods of tension, they shared resources and ideas, contributing to the development of Córdoba's famous patios. Each community had their own unique horticultural practice and design aesthetics. For example, Jewish influence can be seen in some of the plant choices, while Christian homes added their own artistic touches, like religious icons alongside Arabic tiles. Fast forward a few centuries, and Córdoba wasn't as prosperous. By the 18th and 19th century, many people couldn't afford their own individual homes. Communal living became the norm, with multiple families sharing one house centered around a single patio. The patio transformed into a hub of daily life. A single well in the middle provided water for everyone. Animals like chickens and goats were kept in the courtyard, and laundry lines stretched across. There was only one kitchen to share between 4 or 5 families. These were tough times, and the patios weren't about beauty, they were about survival. But even in this hardship, people found ways to brighten their shared spaces. Flower pots began to appear on windowsills and walls, adding a touch of life to an otherwise crowded and noisy courtyard. The shift from survival to celebration began in 1921, when Córdoba launched its first Patios Festival, inviting homeowners to turn their courtyards into works of art. What began as a practical space for families and animals transformed into something magical. Walls were whitewashed, clay pots overflowed with geraniums and jasmine, and the scent of orange blossoms filled the air. Even today, residents stick to the old ways, using a regadora, a watering can on a long stick, to keep their plants fresh, a task that can take hours per day. This daily ritual adds to the charm, but also shows the dedication it takes to maintain these patios. The best patios won prizes, and over time, some became so popular they stayed open year-round, evolving into the paid patio routes we know today. Now, Córdoba's patios are world famous. Each May, the city bursts into color during the Patios Festival. For 2 weeks, dozens of homeowners open their doors to share the patios with the world for free. Crowds gather, admiring the colorful displays and having some traditional tapas and sangria to close off the day. May is a busy time in Córdoba when temperatures are still very pleasant. Not too hot and certainly not cold at all. While the Free Patio Festival is a huge draw, there is a big downside: long lines. It's not unusual to wait over an hour to see just one patio. While some love the festive atmosphere and take advantage of the wait to catch up with neighbors, it's not for everyone. Personally, I'd rather skip the lines and pay for the experience, but that's a matter of taste. The year-round paid patios offer a more relaxed experience. For €650, you're guaranteed to see 5 to 7 patios with less waiting. Group tickets at $5.50 are cheaper, but larger groups often have to wait for space inside. Still, the patios on these tours are just as stunning, and for many, avoiding the long festival lines is worth every penny. Whether you're after the lively buzz of May or a peaceful stroll through beautiful courtyards, both options deliver something very special. As you can see, Córdoba's patios are more than just pretty spaces. They're living reminders of the city's ability to adapt and thrive. Just ask the homeowners how they got into the business or the competitions. Most stories truly are based on poverty and hardship. Today, the patios are a source of pride, attracting visitors from around the world and securing their place as a UNESCO-recognized treasure.